hit it.
What's up, it's Dr. Bitch. You know, we're back again for part 2 of the conversation we just had.
Yeah, hey, this is Ghost. Sorry, we had to stop because of stuff.
Because we need an intermission, a little piss break. Actually, I gotta take a piss right now.
And actual other, like, technical stuff.
Yeah.
Limitations, we'll just say that.
That's a good one. Alright, so Afro
Dennis right here.
when we left off last, you had a good point. You want to bring it up again?
Well, I mean, it's basically, it's something I just thought of right now. It's a hypothesis, and if I sound like a fucking idiot, I sound like a fucking idiot. It's just a thought, you know? It's just something that just popped into my mind, and I'm putting it out there so we can discuss it. So,
It's okay.
we
already think you're in the
we're talking about the evolution of homosexuality, and then we're like discussing whether it was nature over nurture or nurture over nature. And so I thought, what if the whole phenomenon of homosexuality is something that was created like biologically by human nature, by, I guess, by evolution itself. This is something that evolution has created to control the population on the earth.
Yeah, you're saying like Mother Nature's like, there's too many of you guys.
Yeah.
So
some of you guys
here
can't
you
gotta go.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that could be the case.
That,
but then
honestly,
again,
that's pretty cool. I've never seen it that way.
Yeah.
yeah,
But then
Earth's
most,
defense mechanism, you know?
but most, I mean,
it's better than zombies.
But if you think about, I mean, it is a good thing because most gay people, they want to adopt. If you look at what they lean towards and towards it, what they lean towards.
They do that because they can't have a kid themselves.
Yeah, so they want to adopt, which does help with the overpopulation. I mean, it's a good thing. It pulls someone out of like impoverished, like poverty, you know.
It pulls someone out of not having parents.
Yeah, I mean, gay people.
Okay,
I mean,
so I have a question now.
They fit a nice niche in society.
Can I say
in terms
that
of
the
what they
evolution
do.
of society kind of made me not be gay, but go that way of like, man, I'm not gonna have a kid. Like I see everyone else with kids.
Okay, I have a question.
I'm just like, that's just a death.
I'm gonna ask
At least
you-
for me, that's a death for no reason. Like, don't get me wrong. Like some kids, kids are cool and
you guys. So if you guys were an orphan, and you guys really wanted parents, you're like, oh, I want to have mom and dad, you know, and you found you were gonna be adopted, but it was by 2 gay guys. Would you guys still be excited? Or would you be like, no, that's gay?
If I was a little kid being adopted,
You could be like
That's a
15.
different-
You could be like 15. I
That's
don't care.
different. But I would say like our mindsets would have been different
Like you still
in
want
that
a
time.
parent.
Like
your
you're
parents-
telling us to like, I don't know, like right now.
Like I'm just saying, like
No
how
way.
would you like if you think about it, like
Right now, I'd be okay with it. Cause wait, you're talking about like a little foster kid?
Oh yeah, I'm not trying to say that in a bad way either. Like I wouldn't care.
You're an
I don't
asshole,
care.
dude. Quit saying shit.
I was saying as a joke because that's pretty funny to be honest. Like if I was an orphan, I was like I want to get adopted, and then I found out 2 gay people were gonna adopt me. I'd probably be like that's gay. So no.
I would hope for chicks at least.
You can't decline.
Definitely don't want guys. 2 guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like as a I don't want to be with like homosexual parents, and I'm a guy. Like I want to be. I'll be with lesbians
Yeah.
or a mom and a dad, but like not 2 guys
Do you guys
poking each other.
Never mind.
Tell
This will
go
work.
for it.
No,
I'm just saying
that
that's how I
makes
feel.
sense because if it's 2 girls and they're lesbians, let's say, do you think a boy has ever been adopted by 2 women and then like he grew
Oh,
up
yeah.
and
He
like
fucks
both of them, but they're lesbians, so how would that work? Maybe he turned them.
Get-
But do you think that's ever happened in the history of
Dude,
history?
I'm pretty
Everything
sure.
that's
Yeah.
ever happened in the
Maybe,
world.
dude.
has
Anything,
happened.
yeah, anything you
fucking-
say, huh?
Every
Happened?
scenario that's ever been able to be possible has happened already.
Dude, can you imagine
this
that?
universe or some other universe.
You get to
Definitely in the porn
give
universe.
both your moms.
Everything
Not your
happens in the
moms.
porn universe.
You're
That's
adoptees.
taboo.
Your adoptee. You guys know like David Spade or somebody like they like married their adopted daughter. Wasn't it like David Spade? No, not David Spade. You know that, right?
No.
He adopted his daughter and then he ended up marrying her when she turned.
He adopted his own daughter? Even though it was
He
his
adopted.
daughter?
I mean, he adopted a girl.
Oh,
and, like, he
as his
ended up-
daughter.
He ended up marrying her.
David Spade?
I think it's like David. I'd have to look it up.
Damn. This
Forgot who it
what
was.
Allegedly, though, huh?
Fucking crazy, huh?
Yeah.
It's not like it.
That's kind of gross.
That's kind of
That's pretty gross.
fantasy.
You know what? What do you guys think about that Jazz character on TLC? The one, yeah. So it's a teenage. Okay, so it's a teenage boy, but he identifies as a female, and he's only 15.
What about? What is
Do you think that's manipulation by the parents? Do you think that's actually how he feels? Because I think at that age,
that's manipulation. Because at that point, then that means he was being raised to do things he wasn't physically or emotionally comfortable with. Like, oh, you're a boy, go play a tough sport. Well, just because I don't play a tough sport doesn't mean I'm not a boy. So a lot of times, like when aspects like that, like kids are forced to do things that's not.
Yeah.
There's in their, I guess, like that's not part of their
I don't know
traits.
how to flush that.
But
You get what I'm
not
saying?
only that, but
grab the chain.
I think at that age, kids are confused about everything.
Yeah, they don't know anything.
Especially who they like in terms of their sexual preference. And for the parents to actually have their child, like, publicize that and televise that to fucking everyone on
that's a
TV,
lot.
don't you think that's almost bad parenting and bullying?
Yeah.
For the parents to do that, you're literally forcing your kid to go on
confirm.
with this.
Yeah.
Now it seems like
Wait,
now
what
it's
did I
100%
miss?
confirmation.
When I was in the restaurant.
Oh, this Jazz character.
You're
It's
adopted.
it's this teenage boy who's identifying as a girl, and so like he has like she I don't know how they fucking
Oh, but their parents
I don't
pretty
know what
much
the pronoun
made them
is.
put it out there.
I just think it's too young at that age. Like your brain hasn't even developed all the way. Like your fucking frontal cortex, like you're not who you're supposed to be completely, and
Exactly.
you can't make a choice like that.
Honestly, a lot of people don't find out who they're supposed to be until they're like in their middle of the 20s. That's when your identity kind of starts to settle in.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think parents, I don't know, public humiliation. I don't think. Yeah, that's. I would say.
Dude, that kid's gonna be
anything. I
scarred.
think. Yeah.
Dude, imagine afterwards he decides, hey, fuck it, I want to be a total dude. Wow,
Everyone
look at
thinks
we have fucking 10 seasons of you acting like a female.
Female baby.
And we're always gonna remember that. We're always gonna throw that in your face.
And what's sad is that's going to be thrown in his face, and during the time period, be like, you're a guy, you're not a girl. And then when he's finally ready to be like, okay, I am a guy, they're going to be like, you're a girl, not a guy.
Yeah.
And that's just going to confuse him even more. And that's what's messed up.
Then he's fucking gonna cut off his dick and then have fucking regret because of
It's like
that.
that one guy who killed himself because they botched his fucking circumcision, turned him into a girl.
For real?
What?
Yeah, and he killed himself. He always knew he was a man. Well, they made him into a girl. They gave him like a pussy.
When he was little or what?
When he was little, for some reason, the doctor tried to use an ice pick to get at it, but they chopped off his dick.
You ever
So
heard
they
of
just turned him
phantom
into a
limbs?
girl.
Phantom, like where?
Oh, yeah, I know what
you
you're
can
talking
still feel it.
Yeah, you feel it like moving.
So would he finger himself and then like phantom stroke his dick?
he
at the same
grew
time
up.
masturbate?
Well, he
I mean, that's a legit like.
they literally didn't tell him, so they bought him dresses, and he was a girl. But then he grew up, like 12 or something like that, or 13, and he was like, he felt wrong.
He could feel the phantom dick that he once owned.
I don't know about the phantom dick, but he knew something was wrong. He didn't feel right. Like, he knew he wasn't a girl, and then he found out, and then he actually got married.
How did he find out?
That doesn't make
was
sense,
his
though.
dick shriveled up next to his belly button?
I think he
Like
had
his
kids.
umbilical cord?
Usually-
You know how parents
Usually
keep
those
things?
people have to take like
You fucking talk over me.
hormone hormone.
Yeah, they
How
gave
would
him
you-
hormones till when they was a little kid. Turned him into a girl. I'm
I
pretty
thought,
sure.
I thought you have
They
to
just
they have
passed
to
it
keep
off
on
as the
taking that.
fucking Flintstone gummies. They just said, hey, you gotta take your vitamins. This is a part of it.
I don't remember. Maybe that's how he found out. Maybe he got old enough and he was like, "Why am I taking this?"
Maybe they grounded it up
But
in
my
his fucking
point is that
spaghetti.
he actually got married, and like he was pretty successful, kind of like house and everything, and kid. I think he had kids. I don't know how,
Yeah.
but then he killed himself because he couldn't take it. His life was a lie. Basically, his whole life was a lie.
Wow. That's
Why'd you tell that story, dude? Let's fucking bring the whole podcast down.
That's a terrible story.
It was on theme with
All
what
the-
we were talking about, right?
And that girl Jazz, she's she's about to get her own doll, which is genderless. Which I always thought fucking Barbies were genderless.
Wait, but what does he have? He has a dick.
As a dick. For now.
Well, he's not genderless then.
I know, but the point is to raise the awareness of
Of freaks.
transgender.
I don't believe in
you
gender
know?
neutral things. I think it's stupid. It's either a boy or it's a girl.
Well, there's fact, and then there's like.
I mean, I just hate things
else.
that go out of the way that like say, oh, it's gender neutral. Like, who cares?
Your gender.
Like
gender
people
neutral.
should be allowed to make that decision for themselves, but it's just they don't give the rest of society time to fucking understand what's happening. They want you to just figure it out right away. Oh, we're fucking. You go to
men's
Target and you
bathroom.
fucking have a transgender restroom. Anyone can go in there now. It doesn't matter what you are, and you have to be fine with it. You're just like, oh, what the fuck? Like,
That's not
we've
even
been
what
doing
they're-
something for so many years, and now we just have to literally change overnight.
That's not
we
what
have
they're
to,
doing though.
And that's
Adopt
jacked
or
up
the-
because back when civil rights were happening, like it wasn't an overnight thing. That took years and years and years, and it took a war just to end slavery. Well, part of it,
Mhm.
you know. And all of a sudden, we're supposed to just stop doing what we're doing and
Stop getting slaves.
accept things like this. Like they gotta understand, like it's like integration. I guess that's really what it comes down to now. You know.
No, I'm just saying, like, the whole LGBT community and anyone who believes in what they preach, it's like if you have one moment of confusion, it's already hate speech. Like, if you need some time to wrap your brain around it, it's automatically you're a hateful person and you're just simple-minded and you can't understand them, and
I have
that's literally how they go off.
I
I
have
don't know.
one response to that.
Like,
Well, it's because I'm straight.
When it comes to anything like that,
You can't understand.
It's kind of like I was saying in the other episode. Like, I don't like things being shoved down my throat. Like, I think I don't know. I feel like everybody has to be in this weird state where like I understand how you feel, but you need to understand how I feel,
Yeah.
and just come to terms with it.
Shove it down.
Like, I don't know.
He said things shoved down his throat. How do you guys not say anything?
Huh?
You're dumb.
Because we're having a serious conversation here.
It's because you're straight. That's why you don't like things shoved down your throat.
I don't know, but there's two things that I do not like being shoved in my face:
Your throat.
feminism,
Dicks.
feminism, and I guess like the whole gender neutral thing. I can't stand that. I really can't. Like, don't throw it in my damn face. Like,
non-binary.
I cannot stand it.
Yeah,
Feminism.
like I'm not gonna.
Don't force me to accept it, because the more you force me to do it, the more I'm going to resist it now, because you're annoying me.
Yeah, that's kind of true. Cause like, I don't know. Like I don't have like transgender friends or anything. I have a gay friend, and I don't know. Like, there's nothing wrong with like all that. Like, I'll talk to you, or whatever. But yeah, it just goes back to you respect the way I think, and I respect your way.
Exactly.
But don't
I don't hate
don't
anybody.
try to
just don't
force
put
it.
your life into my. You know. Like,
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
don't mix the two.
I don't hate anybody that's like that. Like, you know, that's your thing. That's cool for you.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
don't
we're
come
still
knock
friends,
on my door
but-
and have a little book and be like, hey, I'm here to talk to you about gender neutral.
That's gonna happen. Gender neutral Mormonism. It's gonna happen. Or Jehovah's Witness, like fucking Jehovah's Witness that are genderless. They're gonna be coming to your door with
But that's like
a
that. That's
fucking
like the whole
Jehovah's
point.
Witness pamphlet,
See,
and then
thank
they're
you.
gonna have a
Thank you
fucking
for bringing that up.
non-binary
Okay, see, thank you for bringing that up. Though.
Gendernism.
Because people are like, oh,
Pamphlet.
don't be bringing up religion, because you know religion's not perfect, because this causes wars, blah blah blah. We're trying to bring peace by bringing equality. Okay, do you not understand that you're doing the same exact thing as the way religion started? You're trying to preach your thoughts onto us, and eventually there's going to be a war over gender equality. There's going to be a war over feminism, all this stuff. It's the same exact thing as a religion. You're just too simple-minded.
You know what's
to see
funny
it.
though?
I don't think there'll be a war in terms of people dying, because religion and like I see the similarities you're trying to draw with
You-
one
you
another,
get what I'm
but
saying.
with religion, people have died because of it. People are dying right now because of Islam. People in the past have died because of Christianity.
But a lot of it's because
they
of
didn't
misconceptions.
Does that count
which
as
was
religion?
which was
Not
the
religion.
fucking Christian Crusades.
Christian.
All based on lies and manipulation, and that's the thing. Because there's a lot of misconception. It's back then the masses were told what to do. They weren't allowed to really think for themselves. Now you see that that's not the way it was supposed to be. And even if you read the Bible, like you see that all those people that were preaching that, those weren't Christians. Those weren't Muslims. Those weren't this. They were their own thing. And you know, people are arguing like, "Oh, ISIS, they're not real Muslims. You can't blame the whole Muslim thing on that." Well, the people that were doing all those persecutions back then, they weren't Christians, so you can't blame them. That's what I'm trying to say too. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like the whole misconception thing. Like, you can't just say it's okay for one group and say it's not them, but not, and then you can't say but that group as a whole did it. Because it's the same thing.
But hold on. We didn't finish talking about the jazz Barbie.
Yeah, part 3.
You said it's gonna be gender neutral. Then you always thought Barbies were gender neutral.
Hey guys, let's save it for part 3. We gotta sign up.
They just have a different size chest.
Gosh dang. All right, we will continue this in part 3. This is Dr.
Brief
Bitch.
intermission. Peace out.
Alright, boo guys. Boo.